Hola from the west side. It's me, DC, the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. And as you can hear, my son is in the background trying to get in on the conversation. And to those of you who celebrate, Happy Veterans Day. And if you celebrate it, salute to those who served our country. Salute to those who served our country. Today is Monday. And I like to think of Monday as a motivational day for all. Now, my son had the day off. I did not. I had to work today. But it was actually a very good day at work. And got a lot done. Also, it was a good day out in YouTube land because one of my new friends on YouTube across the pond got their 1K in subscribers today. And if things go well for them, they will be monetized by Wednesday. So shouts out to Squishy Unicorn 4, my UK friend. She's rocking. And I love her lives. And I had no idea that she already had her hours. You know, that's motivation to me. To keep grinding, keep doing live streams, keep talking to people, keep meeting new people. Because that is the key. It really is. You have to meet other people on YouTube for people to even know who the heck you are. And my friend Squishy Unicorn decided to come out here and meet us folks over here in the U.S. and she made friends in the Philippines. And next thing you know, she got 1,000 subscribers, and she already had her numbers. Hey, you do, Terry? Let me clap for you. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to watch them, and I'm going to like them. And now that I know that you have videos out, I'm going to hit that bell so that I know whenever you upload a video. I'm glad to know that. I'm excited to see them. I am excited to see them. It'll because I'm sure they're dealing with your ideology, so it'll give me a better view of that as well. Yeah, no, I was just talking about one of the people that I've met on YouTube that's from the UK, a gamer that I met, I met her like a couple of weeks ago, and she's come into here. Squishy Unicorn, that's come into the chat. She just got her 1,000 subscribers today, but Terry, she already had her 4,000 hours. All she needed was the subscribers, so she's going to be monetized by Wednesday. She's going to be monetized by Wednesday. Because, and you know, and that's true because the gaming channels, most of their videos are long videos. That is really great for her. And I actually have been to a couple of her lives. She has really lively lives. But I'm sure I'm not going to see her tonight because I think she's floating right now. She's floating. But I'm really happy for her. You know, I'm happy for anybody because I know it is not easy to get those 4,000 hours. I'm working on it, and it'll happen. But it takes time because I can't do I haven't brought myself to do those silent lives that people do, where they open up a live section and just let it go all night, overnight, and basically have it looking at a lamp or have it looking at a fish tank or have it looking at a flower pot. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm going to do that. Maybe when I'm closer, but at this point, that's so impersonal to me. But a lot of our African brothers and sisters, that's how they're getting their hours. They're just doing those silent lives because they do them a lot of times when it's nighttime here. So I'm sure the lives are probably going on during the daytime there, but it's like they'll set the live up and then they leave and go to work. And then they come back and shut the live off. Because I'm not talking about like a 2-hour live. I'm talking about 11-hour live or 8-hour lives. Yes, or looking at a teddy bear, I'm telling you. You know, and I'm not knocking them. I'm just afraid that if I do that, you know, my son will come and shut it down, you know. So I'm not that confident that he'll leave it up there, but I may eventually do that, like do a live and do that when I'm working during the day and have one of those lives going. But I think I'm also going to do some lives where literally I'm just going to have the live going while I'm working and talk to people as I'm working and say, I'm working, but we're doing this live. Anybody can come in, do one of those things. Because now I can go live from my phone. So I'm sure that's how some of them are doing these lives, because you know they've got the subscribers, they just don't have the hours. And every time I think about it, because if I had started my channel when I actually joined YouTube, it would have been so easy. Because back then you only needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views. Not 4,000 hours, just 4,000 views. The hours is what makes it so hard. Because you can get to 4,000 views. But 4,000 hours takes some months. Well, you know what, Terry? You can go live through StreamYard like I'm doing right now, because that's how I have been going live. Now I can go live on my phone, but you can go live through StreamYard. You just have to do it, and Kinks does StreamYard on her phone. I've never done StreamYard on my phone. I've done the Streamlab on my phone, and it works the same way as StreamYard, except I don't think you can have panels on Streamlab. So that's the only difference with StreamYard, which is why it's meant to be more of a desktop. But you can go live through those two, and then there's some other one that people are using, but you can go through those two for sure and go live. Hey, Angel. Hey, Shaking It with Shantae and Blind Needle. You guys are all sneaking in on me. Hey, Joy. Man, y'all are all sneaking in on me. You have to get stream, but you can do, Terry, you can do StreamYard for free. You can get a free account with StreamYard. You can do the non-paid version. How is it going for you, Angel? How's it going in the LV? And Miss Joy and Blind Needle, I know how you're doing. I've been seeing you in chats all day. Shantae, I was just telling everybody that my Monday motivation is a friend of ours here on YouTube. Her name is Squishy Unicorn 4. And she just made her 1K in subscribers today. But she's a gamer, and she's had her 4,000 hours forever. So now she's going into review, and she will be monetized by Wednesday. So she is motivation for me, because I've been in her live, and her lives are really, really fun. And they're not necessarily all, gaming, because she does live streams where she's just talking and stuff. And, I love UK accents, no matter what part of the UK they're from. I just like the accent. So I can sit there and just listen to them talk forever. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen her in a lot of the growth streams. And I've seen her in the gaming live streams, because she's a gamer. But I just think, and then she comes over into my live stream also too, Joy, because she's in the UK. And gamers are up all the time. So you're likely to get a gamer in any live stream. Hey, Health, Waiting Real Talk, how are you? I was just talking about my Monday motivation being my friend Squishy Unicorn 4 in the UK, who just made her 1K in subscribers, but she already has her 4,000 hours, watch hours. So she's going to be monetized in 2 days. And y'all know there's another person I know that as soon as they go live, they're probably going to make their hours in like no time. G-Kicks. When G-Kicks goes live, and he says he's going to go live this week, when G-Kicks goes live, he's going to probably get his watch hours in like record time, because everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. But he hasn't gone live because he didn't have a laptop. But he's going to have a laptop. And he says he's going to be going live starting this week. You know, because he's got like 3,000, over 3K or somewhere close to 3K in subscribers. And he supports everybody. He's in everybody's growth streams and, you know, everybody's live streams, whether they're growth stream or not. He's just a really cool dude. So I'm thinking for somebody like him who supported so many people that when he goes live, he's going to get, everybody's going to come to his live streams, and it's going to help him get his watch hours really, really, really quick. That's just my thoughts. You know, I just like to see, you know, the smaller channels like us starting to get bigger and everything, because all of our smaller channels are bringing positivity. And YouTube needs so much positivity right now. Yeah, I think you can do it from your iPad. You know, I've never gone live from my iPad, but I know that I can because I have Chrome on there. You know, and I would just go through, you know, the iPad desktop and go live on that. So, yeah, I know that you can go live on the iPad. I just haven't done it yet. But I'm just happy that, you know, that I'm starting to see, you know, people get monetized. I was happy when Chef and Moore got her monetization. You know, I'm happy, you know, that Squishy Unicorn is going to get hers too. And the funny thing about Squishy Unicorn is she's like really, really shy, but she's been making herself go on camera and do the live stream. So, yeah, if you have Chrome on your iPad, then you can, because you can use the you can use StreamYard or the other OBS platforms to go live. Because even though I can go live on my phone, I'm still using, you know, I'm still using StreamYard right now. I haven't gone live on my phone directly yet, but I'm gonna play with it this week. I'm gonna play with it, but it's not scary to go live. And as you can see, guys, I don't have any problem talking and running my mouth. But hopefully some of the things that I talk about add value. One thing that I do want to talk about is I just heard today, and I believe it's at one of the schools here in California, where a young person has died from hazing in a college fraternity. Again, and I believe it was at either San Diego State or University of San Diego, UC San Diego. And so they have now banned all of the Greeks on campus. So I want to talk about that, even though that's not a motivational thing, because having pledged a sorority in college and having not been hazed, I'd like to speak on the stupidity of the stuff that's going on and these young people risking their lives to be accepted. You can go you can go live on your phone through Streamlabs. even if you don't have the 1,000 subscribers, because I went live on Streamlabs before I had the ability to go live on my mobile phone. But there are a whole bunch of people who are using Streamlabs to go live from their phones. And then people use StreamYard also. And StreamYard is the desktop. But StreamYard and Streamlab both work the same way. But yeah, in order to go directly through YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And even then, it still takes 7 days for them to give you the actual ability, because I didn't get the ability to go live on my phone until this weekend, which is why I haven't tried it yet. But I've had the 1,000 subscribers for over a week, but it took another 7 days for me to get the ability to go live through my phone. So, but nope. There are ways to go live without having 1,000 subscribers. You know, and it's a good thing that there are, because you'd never get your watch hours if you had to wait until you had 1,000 subscribers before you could actually live stream. But it used to be like that. But now that you have these softwares, these interfaces that can work with the YouTube platform, you technically don't have to wait until you have 1,000 subscribers to go live. You just can't go live directly through YouTube until you have 1,000 subscribers. And I believe that you can't go live directly through YouTube on your mobile or on the desktop until you have 1,000 subscribers. You know, I guess that's their way of, you know, pushing people to get the 1,000 subscribers. But now that people have the ability to go live while they're working on that 1,000 subscribers, it makes it a lot easier to get the 1,000 subscribers, because even though I think I got my 1,000 subscribers in a relatively short period of time, there's people that did it stupid fast. But I mean, they had to have been on YouTube practically 24 hours a day, and they were literally jumping in everybody's stream and not sleeping. I can't do that. I gotta go to sleep at some point. or DC will not be a nice person if she don't get her sleep. You know, but I mean, I've seen people that got to 1K in like 2 weeks. You know, literally. Like, I saw them when they were just first getting their first 100, and by the next week they were they got to 1K faster than me, and I've been here for a few months longer than them, and you know, they went right on past me. I think they're almost at 2K now, and I'm just trying to get to 1,100. But they are young. And they don't need no sleep like I do. I'm old and I need sleep. And I can't be on YouTube 24/7. Even though I work from home, and I am on YouTube a lot because I work from home, I still can't be on YouTube 24/7 because I do actually have to work. But I mean, a lot of people use a lot of different strategies. I just find the best way to work your way around YouTube is really to organically meet people. You know, I mean, there's people out there buying subscribers, but do you really want some person that's sitting in an office building over in India or somewhere and just typing comments into all of your stuff, but because they're paid to, and just you don't really have an impact if you do it that way. I know. I think I did one stream that was like over 4 hours. And it's just because we just kept talking and people kept coming in. And it wasn't that many people in the stream, but the conversation. But I did that in a daytime stream. I've never done the longest I've done at night has been 3 hours. Yeah, but I did one that was it was almost like around, long. It was like and if you do a panel and you have people and you have a discussion going on in your live, it is really easy for a live to go for a long period of time. When you bring people up on the panel and you have other people on there with you, it's easy for it to go that long. But with just the one person whose channel it is, it's really hard for one person to go for 5 hours like that. Like TR Nadi, I don't know how he does it. I mean, I don't know how he does those long streams. I don't. I don't know how he does it. And he's doing a growth stream. Hats off, because I don't think it cannot be easy. Sitting in front of your computer for 5 hours. You got to drink water. You got to make sure you got coffee or water. Like me, I got to make sure I got my candy, my energy food. How can you tell? I don't know. I have no way of knowing how I was shocked when I found that out. I don't know why I was shocked, because people buy followers on Instagram. So I don't know why I was shocked about that. And they buy followers on Twitter. My Twitter page got hacked and I had to start a whole new channel on Twitter. So I barely have any followers on Twitter. Oh well, I'm not buying followers. I'll just regain the followers all over again, But how can you tell, real talk, other than maybe how the comments are? You back? Yeah, Juanito, real health weight and real talk was getting ready to is getting ready to tell us how they can tell when people are buying subscribers. I want to know. I'm interested. Yeah, but the 5 hour live streams, I can't. I think the only way I have been a mod on a long stream like that, and I've been part of a panel when it was a long stream like that. So I can see that it can get like that, especially if it's a heated discussion. It can go on, but people like TR Nadi, who literally he's up there by himself for 5 hours, and I've seen Chef and Moore do it too. I don't know how they do it. I'd be silly and delirious on y'all. Especially because I do my streams at night. But I mean, I'm thinking about doing like a long stream, like For example, I might do like a long stream around Thanksgiving, around Christmas, around New Year's, and then of course for my birthday, because I never work on my birthday. I don't do my real job. I always take that day off. So I would probably do like a long stream on that day to have a party with my YouTube family. And it's first and second. Yeah, that's true. Except for that chick, Janelle Eliana, the van girl. The YouTube gods just smiled on her. She just came at the right time. Plus, she had actually been on another YouTuber's channel like a month before she started her YouTube channel. And she used the momentum from that. And also the fact that a lot of people are into minimalism. She used those things, and the fact that she's a cute girl, and put the right hashtag and the right kind of title with a simple thumbnail, and blew up. That she was an anomaly, even though people keep thinking that girl's an Asian. I've actually met the chick because she's vanned around in Southern California a lot. And after she blew up on YouTube, she became very recognizable. But I was already following her before she came to YouTube, because she's also on Instagram and had been on Instagram for a long time. But as much as people want to make her into a YouTube agent, she's not. She just got lucky. She just came with the right thing at the right time. It was all about timing. But yeah, I don't really pay attention a lot to that, but I guess I probably should. Probably I'm not in the right networks to find these channels that are blowing up inorganically. Because I'm only around the channels that are trying to grow the right way, no matter where they are in the world. So those kind of channels, I think some of those are probably channels that have been put up by corporations and stuff too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She leveraged the fact that another YouTuber had her on their channel a month before, and I was already following that girl on Instagram, and she had been talking about doing a YouTube channel. And I think that she figured after she was featured on somebody else's channel that she better hurry up and go ahead and put it out there, because while people still remembered her. And it was brilliant. She's young, and I'm happy for her. Shoot, I'm happy for her. And I mean, a lot of people said yes because even though she is Black, she's racially ambiguous, and she's also not your typical van lifer. She doesn't fit into the box for that, which is why she's so appealing. And she's funny, and the chick has a great personality. She's quirky, but she's got a really cool personality. So she draws people to her channel with her personality. Once the YouTube God's smiled on her. All she had to do is keep doing the same thing. Because if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Uh-huh. I know. That it is. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth, real talk. Because what it is that they started to see that ordinary people were making money on YouTube, and that people were paying more attention to what was going on YouTube. So, I mean, think about it. You got people like Perez Hilton, who was big on his own with his website and all of that stuff and everything. And now he's on YouTube fighting with the people who were only on YouTube to get as big as they are. I mean, people knew who he was, but he's finding it's not that easy to, to get subscribers on YouTube. Subscribers are fickle. Hey, Tatted Hearts, how are you? How are you doing? Hey, Tatted Hearts, were you in here when Squishy Unicorn was in here? Cause she just got her 1K in subscribers today, but she's a gamer and she already had her 4,000 watch hours. So she's going to be monetized in like 2 days. She's one of my friends that's over in the UK. So she's, they come in like towards the middle or the end of the stream. But she's been over here a couple of times. Yeah, she just got her, she just got it today. It was motivation for the rest of us.
I told you.
Because I find that people who try to come up with gimmicks for their channels, that's not the channels that people want to go to. And I think that's what a lot of these corporations are finding. This is why YouTube is pushing their things, and trying to make people go look at their channels and stuff. But ain't nobody got time for that. That's not what people really want to see. They don't want to see the big corporations channels. They want to see little nobody channels.
Yeah.
Because people are nosy and they like to see in other people's lives. Plus, it just broadens everybody's horizons when you see in other parts of the country or other parts of the world. Seriously, it just does. Oops. I think it died on us. It died on us. Yep, it did what it always does that to me. It's like every once in a while, the music has what it calls a I don't know what it does. It just flips out and stops playing. And then I'll go back into it and make it play. So, yep. It's gone. It'll be back. It'll be back.
Maybe.
But what was I saying? I was talking about, gimmicks for channels. I personally prefer channels that, are authentic and, I know. It's my iPad. It's my iPad. Now I'm going to start it over again. So now it's playing again. It's playing again. Yeah, sometimes it's like, even though I'm playing it, it'll just, and I have it in an eternal loop. Thank you. I have it in there I have the music playing on an eternal loop. And then, of course, you guys get to hear my son in the background sometimes. He's in the background singing or something right now. But I love the trap music. And with all of the craziness that goes on in music these days, I have to admit that I was really, really impressed by what those kids did. And they're not even kids. What the young people, to me, did on Rhythm and Flow. Because they did one of their songs, they used samples, but I like the way a couple of them really used the sample. Like my friend's son, D Smoke, the one who won, he did a song with the sample of Atomic Dog, but he did not use it at the normal way that people are used to hearing Atomic Dog. He like slowed it down and cut it in half and put it into the song. And so it's slower, so it's not it changes the way that it makes the song sound. Now, that kind of sampling to me is more original, because if you can take the sample and make it so it's hard for me to tell what the original song was, and I can only think of your song when I hear it, then you did a good job. Did you get your hook? Some lofi beats. Okay, I'll ask her to hook me up with some, because I don't know how to make those kind of beats, but my goddaughter knows how to do everything. I'll tell her I want something like that. Yeah, I'm more of a lyricist. Like, I can write the words. And I can come up with how I want something to sound, but my ability to play outside of really playing a flute, yeah, I'm okay at keyboard and I'm okay at acoustic guitar. I can really play the flute. Hey, Angel, you still there? You didn't fall asleep on us. You didn't fall asleep. Hey, Angel, you haven't been going live lately. You haven't been going live lately. Except for that one live when I caught you. Are you going to be going live again soon, Angel? So I can catch you in a live again? Have you, oh, Angel, have you been checking out some of the replays of some of Chef and Moore's lives? Because she's been talking about a whole bunch of stuff about the monetization process and things that have changed, like as of this month changed. Because she said that now, even if you already applied for monetization before, you know, when you started your YouTube channel and everything, as of November, when you hit your 4,000 hours and have your 1,000 subscribers, you have to ask them to put you in review now. They're not going to automatically put people in review when they hit that anymore. And I guess the reason why is because some people don't care about getting monetized. So they figured that if you want to get monetized now, you're going to have to ask. I'm still trying to keep up with all of the stuff that they put out in the community, but she talked about that. That just came out. I think she said it was in one of the recent emails. And then she also said, she was saying that until you have at least 10,000 subscribers, the best way to contact YouTube is to tweet them. Because if we tweet them, if we're having an issue on a public platform, they will answer us immediately because we've taken it to the streets. Because as long as you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you can't get an audience with YouTube any other way. If you need to contact them. And I was like, well, I hope I don't ever have to contact them until I do have 10,000 subscribers. You know. But so far, I'm finding out things because there's a few people out there that are reading everything with a fine-tooth comb, and they're catching stuff that I'm missing when I'm reading through all of that stuff. But it's so much stuff you have to remember, you know. And you got to keep them honest about your hours. You got to make sure you're keeping track of your hours, keeping track of your subscriber count. It's literally, you know, another job. It's another job that, you know, that until you get monetized, you don't get paid for. But, you know, even still, I estimate that when you do get monetized, that it still takes a few months before you even see anything. And that most people, when they get monetized, are getting at most, you know, like, you know, a couple $100 a month, depending on whether they have taxes taken out of it or not. Me, when I get monetized, I know how to pay my own daggone taxes. YouTube can give me all my daggone money. But that's just me. Because I always have a Schedule C business. Always. I'm always doing something that's Schedule C. So I got a place where I can put that YouTube income. If I get any. When I get any. Hey, how are you, Casimir Curry? Casimir Curry. Did I say that right? Casimiri. Kashmiri. There you go. Kashmiri. I got it. Kashmiri. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're just talking about, I'm just really talking about, you know, the things that we have to go through. I did get it right. Thank you. I'm glad, because I hate when I massacre people's names. I am good. I am good. We're just having some not so random chat. Talked about one of the YouTubers that I know that just made their 1,000 subscribers today in another stream, and who also already has the hours, so they're about to get monetized, and how that's a motivation to the rest of us, because that 4,000 hours seems so far away. But I am glad that today is over, because like I said, I had to work today, and it was a good work day. It was a lot of work, considering, you know, I work in pretty much the banking industry, and most of our clients were closed today. But we were extremely busy because we have stuff that's due tomorrow when the clients are back in the office. So I'm just glad that I gave them 10 hours of my day. And that I don't have to see them until tomorrow when I give them another 10 hours of my time. You know? And that doesn't include lunch, because what's lunch? What's lunch? What's lunch? That's the kind of job I have. What's lunch? If I take lunch, it's because I had an errand to run. I am just happy that the weather was beautiful today. And even though I didn't get to see much of the sun, I did get to see a little bit of it. And it's supposed to be nice the rest of the week for us. The rest of the week is supposed to be nice for us in California. But my friends around the country, and most of, you know, a lot of the United States are freezing right now. Now, I know, like in the Carolinas, they're okay. But the Midwest, it's cold. And in the Northeast, it's cold. So as long as it just stays cold and there's no snow, I think we can all deal with it. Because if it starts snowing, it's not going to be a happy time. Because the snow that they get now is nothing, is like an Arctic freeze compared to the snow that we used to have. We didn't get these crazy snowstorms that they get now, where they literally have to shut down a city, because cities like New York and DC used to never shut down for nothing. The federal government wasn't shutting down for crap, but they shut down. You know, they basically tell people they have furlough hours. They can furlough if they want, you know, to not come in. They can use their furlough hours. But I'm hoping that this winter is not as bad as it was in the past winter. You know, because when we have all that cold, then we have to recognize the fact that we have some people who don't have a place to live, and they're out there in that cold. That's the reason why I really think that Southern California has so many people here. I think some of these people that are here are from somewhere else, and now they're all in California. In some situations, they, ship them to a warmer climate so that they didn't have to deal with them in their area in certain situations. That's just my thinking. Because all of these people can't be from here. All of these people can't be from here. They can't be. And I mean, yeah, some people maybe are people that have lived here and they've fallen on hard times and that's what's happened. But some people come here from someplace else and they're not able to make it. So that's what I'm saying. We have people that come from other places thinking that it's gonna be better for them in California, and it's not better for them, and they still are dealing with a homeless situation, whether it be they're couch surfing or they're actually, living in the mini, hotels that people stay in on a nightly basis so that they don't have to sleep on the streets, or they're literally on the streets. And you usually see that becomes more pronounced in other parts of the country when it's wintertime. So that's why I'm hoping that it's not a harsh winter, because I'm thinking about the homeless population or people who may become homeless during this time. Because, they keep saying that we're going to have another recession, that something's going to happen to correct some of the things in our market. But then I think also, too, a lot of it has to do with the Brexit that's never going to happen, and with the issues that we're having, as far as the threat of tariffs and everything with China. No problem, Turi. You know me, I be running my mouth. I have gone from talking about homeless to talking about recession in the time that you left and came back. And it's about, but on the recession note, I'm serious about that. I am, because I've worked the majority of my, career has been in real estate lending and real estate finance or something along the line. And usually the real estate market, once it hits a certain plateau, starts to correct itself, just like it did back in when we had the big short. But it corrected itself for different reasons at that time, because the way the people were doing the financing, I mean, there was some crazy financing, because back then they were doing stated loans to people who were W-2, and you would literally have people who were special education teachers with applications saying that they made $10,000 a month. Now, I don't know about you, but if special education teachers really made 10 grand a month, wouldn't we all be teachers? Wouldn't the world be beating down the doors to become a teacher in the United States? I'm just saying. Yeah, so then you know what I'm talking about, Terry. the correction in the market then was a different correction. Now, the problem is that real estate prices are going up faster than people's incomes are going up. And especially like in areas like Southern California, where, you know, they got all this stuff going on as far as like, you know, the new stadium. And so a city like Inglewood that normally had affordable housing and affordable rentals within the next couple of years will probably be priced out of most people who actually live in Inglewood now, price range for housing. So what I'm saying is that something has to happen to start to correct the direction that things are going as far as housing affordability, because that usually dictates where the rest of it goes. You were a loan officer for a while? Yeah, I've never been on the sales side. I've always been on the underwriting side, and now I work on the back end. I work for one of the largest due diligence firms in the country, which is why I'm able to work from home. You know, but you know, basically I'm looking at, you know, residential, and then, you know, we have a commercial division that does, you know, commercial stuff, but I primarily deal with residential. And, you know, I see where the real estate prices are going. And I mean, yeah, we see purchases, but it's still kind of more refinances going on now, and you're seeing more purchases of investment properties and not of, you know, primary residence. In a lot of cases, especially in Southern California, because you have all these out of state, out of country investors that are buying up everything because they have cash. But just looking at, even though everything appears to be, you know, okay and everything, but people's incomes are not going up. Even though we have a pretty full, you know, most people are employed, you still have people who are underemployed. You know, in other words, they're in a position they're overqualified for, so therefore they're not making, you know, what they would be making based on what their experience is. So you still have that as a factor in the employment. And then you have people who just stopped looking for jobs, and so therefore they're no longer counted. Yeah, I mean, because, you know, I worked for a bunch of different lenders. I did. I just fell into it somehow by accident, and I'm good at math, so I was good at it. And it paid well, you know, paid very well, you know. I mean, before The Big Short, and people were making so much money. Even if you weren't in sales, you could just demand a high salary if you worked in lending. But they don't pay that kind of money no more. They don't pay nobody that kind of money anymore. You know? And I can at least say that for the most part, you know, lenders aren't giving borrowers loans that they can't afford in the long run. Because that's why you have companies like the company that I work for who have to do diligence to loans to verify that whatever the bank or the lender said they did is exactly what they did in that loan, that they had the documentation, you know, that they didn't pull income out of the sky, that they didn't pull an appraised value out of the sky, you know, that the credit is legitimate, you know, but a lot of it is contingent to what happens in the next 12 months. And who's going to be leading the country in 2021, you know? Because Mr. Trump is already taken to Twitter, and it's just Monday. So I can only imagine how bad it's going to be by Wednesday. By Wednesday, that man may have popped the coronary. Because he keeps saying it's a witch hunt, and it's this, and it's that. But then I hear the stuff that they're saying, and I'm like, well, if they can prove that stuff, then this could be problematic for him. This could be problematic for him. If there's even a hint of receipts that he did something improper. So we'll see. Yeah. That's typical though. Terry. That's typical what the loan officer gets. That's typical today too. You know, but when you're doing $1 million loans, you know, 1% is a lot. You know, when they're doing those jumbo loans, and just think about it, you know, because back then they were doing stated jumbo loans. It was just, yeah. They were doing so many things. And originally the stated program was only meant for people who were self-employed. That's who it was meant for. Because they wrote off everything on their taxes. And so they made the money, but on paper it didn't look like they made money. Because they wrote everything off. So that's who the stated program was for. But that's not where it went. They kept expanding who could do the stated program, and expanding who could do the stated program, until everybody could go stated. That will never happen again. Although I have heard that there are stated loans out there. But I think right now, they're trying to jumpstart those reverse mortgages. You know? Because baby boomers are getting old. And that's who they're targeting with those loans, the baby boomers. I know, Terry. I just don't know about that. It's just the fact that the man was elected bothers me. I'm still in denial about that. Okay? But it is what it is. You know, because it wasn't just middle America who voted for that man. There were many, many black people and many, many brown people who voted for that man. I know some of them. Because they did not like Hillary Clinton. And because, contrary to what people think, you have brown people who are born here who don't want immigrants in the country either. From Mexico or from South America or any of that. They don't want them here either. So they're the ones who voted for Trump. You know? And then, I mean, I got friends who have issues and blame, you know, less experienced workers, they say, who may or may not be here illegally for taking jobs. But in my opinion, normally the jobs that they're taking are not jobs that you want anyway. Because, you know, we think we too good to be gardeners and we think we too good to be maids. So, what job are they really taking from you? That was my argument. Oh, we got a troll. Hey, troll. We do not do trolls in this chat. We got a Trump troll in the chat. I tell you. Well, clearly you don't have a life. Because we're just having a conversation over here. Gotta love the trolls, Terry. Man, all I gotta do is mention that man, and I get one of his trolls over in here. You're tripping, troll, because I happen to be friends with people who are Trump supporters, and we simply agree to disagree, like grown-ups. Like grown-ups. They wanna support this man. I don't. Well, at least this one didn't use foul language. You know? At least this one didn't use foul language like the last one did. But only I can see your comment now, Trump troll. Only I can see it. Did I say I was hoping for impeachment? Clearly, this person wasn't listening to my conversation. I said that the impeachment hearings start on Wednesday and that Mr. Trump has already taken to Twitter to talk about it. And that I can only imagine that it's going to get worse between now and Wednesday. That's what I said. Because personally, My opinion is, even if they do find a way to impeach him, that it's not going to make any damn difference. So, that's how I feel. And that the whole thing is an act in futility. But do I believe he did something that he shouldn't have done? Absolutely, I believe he did something that he shouldn't have done. But I don't know if they're going to be able to prove it. I don't happen to be a liberal. I don't happen to be a liberal. But you seem to have fun taking the time to build up troll accounts. I'm not a liberal. I'm an independent. And I happen to be a real Christian. I really have a relationship with the Lord. Unlike the person who sits in the White House. So, I don't think I'm liberal. But thank you, Trump troll number 2. Yeah, they do. Apparently they've got multiple accounts. But if they're listening clearly to my conversation, they will find that I'm not saying anything other than having a intelligent adult conversation. I'm not screaming. I'm not calling Mr. Trump out of his name or any of those things. Because I am an adult. But I'm not a Trump supporter. But I'm also not a supporter of anybody on the Democratic ticket either. I'm trying to figure out who the heck I should be voting for next year. Because they're all a mess to me. Well, you're making assumptions about me that I'm a liberal and I'm not. I told you I'm not. I'm simply talking about current events. And since the last time we had, I don't know, an impeachment hearing was probably when, I don't know, a lot of people that are on YouTube today were kids, but I wasn't. I was an adult. That's why I'm talking about this. Because this is something that doesn't happen very often. But as I said, because I know you're listening, I think that the impeachment hearings are an act of futility. So, it's up to this president to get reelected. Exactly. That's how I am, Terry. I am not a Democrat and I am not a Republican. I am not a liberal either. I'm not right, not left wing. I am an independent with an independent thinker's mind. We are the voters that Mr. Trump is trying to get. And I know that. But he hasn't impressed me with anything at this particular point. And neither has the Democratic Party. So there. And I think I speak for a lot of people who are independent like me. We're looking and saying, what the heck is going on? Because we don't like none of them. Hey, DLD, you see my trolls? All I had to do is start talking about the president, and I got trolls in here tonight. I'm exercising my freedom of speech. That's okay. But you see, I have trolls. I think it's funny, personally. You know, but I mean, hey, trolls, if you want to have an intelligent conversation, that's fine. I don't do the foul language, and I don't do the disrespect. Don't do it. And I told you I'm not a liberal, so you know that. And I can't say that I'm a conservative because I don't really believe in what the people who say they're conservative are standing for. They're not standing for my conservative values. They're not, you know, it just amazes me that you can't even have an opinion around here. Okay, we got another one, guys. Fake news CNN. I feel so special. I feel so special because somebody has taken the time to create account after account to come into my chat. Exactly. So why is this person in my chat? Trying to convince me that about Donald Trump winning. Man, I've already said how I felt about things. I said that when he killed the leader of ISIS, that was a calculated move to help solidify him winning a re-election, despite the impeachment, the impending impeachment. That's what I said. But clearly this person wasn't listening to me. Then they only heard part of what I said tonight. I'm telling you, these people. It's a good thing that I disabled my chats after all of my lives. So, you know. But please keep deleting their crap in case they say something crazy. This is, you know. I'm sure I'm not the only one out here talking about Mr. Trump tonight. Oh, no problem. No problem. Thank you for watching, though. I didn't even think my conversation was that interesting, but apparently it is. Oh, they got me laughing now. Okay, trolls. I think it left because my people count went down. So I think they left. But they may have just left to come back in again under another name. Who cares? You know. I'm like, because we're in here having, I'm simply having a healthy opinion, which I don't know. I thought we're all supposed to have. I don't plan on being a sheep. I'm not asleep. Oh, they came back. They just haven't said anything yet. Okay. Well, you can only come in if you're going to be nice. If you're not going to be nice, then stay out and stay in the clouds. Because I don't have a problem with you liking the president. That's what you like, fine. But you're gonna be respectful of my daggone chat. Because we can talk about it. You know. But unless you are a prophet of God, you don't know who's going to win the election next year by any percentage. Neither does Mr. Trump. No one knows. All I'm saying is that I would like to hear what they have to present and make my own opinion about it. I don't want to hear about what they, all the rumors about what he did. I'd like to hear the facts, because in my opinion, heck, Bill Clinton didn't really do anything to the country. He was immoral. That's what got him impeached. Now, this particular president, I don't think we want to really bring his morality into the picture, do we? Hey, Latu. Okay. Hi, Latu. Hi, Latu. I have a troll in my account tonight. They don't like the fact that I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not a supporter of anybody who's running for president. And what do they care what my opinion is? I'm just an autism mom. Mr. Trump doesn't even have autism on his agenda. He doesn't even talk about it. No policy. What? Do I hear anything from the trolls about that? Anything? No? Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, boy. I'm like, the impeachment is going, the impeachment hearings are going to happen. Now, whether he's impeached is a whole nother question, but the hearings are going to happen. And we're all going to have to labor through them. I'm like, do the Trump supporters think that the rest of us want to watch this stuff on TV? I don't want to see all this stuff on TV. I didn't want to see it the last time it happened when it was Bill Clinton. And let me see. And Nixon quit before they could before they can impeach him. So, So, I don't know. I mean, if they can prove that what Mr. Trump did reaches the level of what Mr. Nixon did, or worse, then I would want him to be impeached. But I don't know that yet because I haven't heard anything. And neither have you. Neither have you. So why are we arguing about it? When I wasn't even arguing about Mr. Trump. I was simply stating an opinion. And I'm entitled to it, and I'm going to stick to it. So, we'll move on to another subject. Because now I'm bored. So, now we'll talk about, let's talk about the playoff picture for the NFL. Yeah. Vikings are looking good. I'm praying that the Cowboys don't look so good in a couple of weeks. But we need to get through a few more weeks. But I really would like to see anybody but the Patriots on the other side in the Super Bowl. Am I by myself on that? Or is it, or does everybody else feel the same way? Would anybody else like to see somebody else besides Tom Brady and the Patriots coming up in there for the Super Bowl? Hope that I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Isn't Tom Brady? Isn't he a friend of Mr. Trump? Trolls might come in here about that too. Oh well. Tom Brady is a cheater. So, in the game of football, in my opinion. So, somebody in the AFC has got to be able to beat them. Somebody, you know? That can't be the best that the AFC has to offer. Again, that can't be the best that they have to offer. But on the NFC side, since my Redskins ain't gonna be making it, let's see. I'll tell you who I like. I like the Vikings, not because they have purple, but because of Kirk Cousins. So I do like the Vikings. I also do like the Saints. And in the NFC East, well, heck, I'm not going to say anybody in the NFC East because if the Redskins ain't gonna win the division, I don't really give a dang on about the rest of those teams in the NFC East. So yeah, we'll just leave it at the Vikings and the Saints look good. Oh yeah, Nixon would have went to prison. He was getting ready to go down for sure. Nixon was for sure going down. They just impeached Bill Clinton because they were pissed off at him for being a male hoe. They were just mad because of his immoral ways, basically disgracing the White House in their opinions. Like he was the first president to actually do that. Give me a break. But yeah, Nixon was definitely going to go to prison. Yes, I know. But I said why I like them. Because of Kirk Cousins. And who did Kirk Cousins play for before he played for the Vikings? The Redskins. So that's why I like the Vikings. Okay. And they beat them damn Cowboys. Yeah, nobody likes the Patriots. They're kind of like the Cowboys to a lot of people. You know, those two teams, it's either you like them or you really don't like them. And I really don't like the Patriots because they cheated. They cheated. And they will never live that down. And Tom Brady is a cheater. Yeah. So doesn't matter how many legitimate games you win, I'm still going to remember the one you cheated in. So, you know, but I can't stand the Patriots. I used to like the Patriots long ago, but I don't like the Patriots anymore. Haven't liked them in years. And, you know, I don't know if the Chargers are going to be as good as they were last year. So the Rams are doing pretty good, but, you know, we'll see. They're doing okay. So we'll see. But there's plenty of teams I just want to see them lose. I just want to see them have an awful season. Like, I'm always happy when the Raiders lose. I just am. I'm always happy when the Cowboys lose. I'm always happy when the Dolphins lose. Yeah. Those three teams. I know that's what's so sad, Terry. That is what is so sad. That I'm like, can't nobody in the AFC beat them? That's all you can give us every daggone year? Man, can't nobody beat them? Shoot. And Tom Brady just needs to go ahead and retire. Go away. Like, go away. He just needs to go ahead and retire. I mean, because, you know, I used to enjoy watching Super Bowl games, you know, because, you know, you got two teams in there and you got a really good football game. And I'm waiting for that to happen. I need a good game for the Super Bowl. I need it to be a good game. I do. And who's doing the Super Bowl? In Jennifer, J-Lo is doing the Super Bowl halftime. Yeah, Jennifer Lopez is doing it. That should be interesting. That should be interesting. Yeah, I'm interested also to see what the heck Jay-Z gonna do with him being involved with the NFL now. I want to see what you gonna do, brother. Because I ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing since they made that big announcement. What's going on? What you really doing? If you're doing stuff behind the scenes, do it in be transparent. Let us see what's going on. You know, because I ain't heard nothing. Except him trying to steer away from Colin Kaepernick. you know. So, I mean, you know, I like Jay-Z as a musician. And I give him his credit for becoming a good businessman. But I don't think he about us. That's all. I don't think he's about us at all. Yeah, I know, Terry. I know. I know. And I like the Steelers too, but I'm not seeing that for them either. I like them though. I've always liked the Steelers. You know. And I mean, I like the Ravens, but they're not really doing enough. You know, it's like the Ravens came out blazing. Like when they first came into the NFL, they came out blazing. And then but at least they've never gotten to the level that the Colts were when they were in Baltimore. Because the Colts were just as sorry as could be in Baltimore. Baltimore was not their friend. And it didn't help that at the time that they were in Baltimore when the Redskins, you know, when the Redskins were like, you know, really good. You know, when the Hogs were the you know what. But yeah, the Ravens, they're not really, you know, I'm not really hearing enough about them to think that they will be an issue for anybody. But I like their colors. And the Ravens is actually my son's favorite team. But I think he likes the Ravens because their color is purple. And like me, my son's favorite color is purple. His favorite colors are purple and blue. You know, his favorite colors are my favorite color and his dad's favorite color. Those two are his favorite colors, purple and blue. So he likes the Ravens. And he liked the Ravens like when he was little, and he picked them the year that they went to the Super Bowl. And then, you know, like I said, that was in the early days. And then we won't even talk about Cleveland. Yeah, we won't even talk about Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah, but they protect his butt. They be protecting Brady. You got to have a defense that can take him down. You know? Because he's not always making the right move. Sometimes he holds the ball too long. See, Terry, I knew as soon as we changed the conversation over to football, the trolls would leave. What's wrong? Football's America's game. What, y'all don't want to talk about football? sorry. I'm bad. And this is the reason why I'm generally on here with my avatar. Because if the trolls saw my face and saw how much they have me falling out laughing, and then I'm literally falling off the sofa laughing, they wouldn't come in here no more. They wouldn't come in here anymore at all. Yeah. Because they're funny to me. Yeah, he's not for us. Now, I mean, I would say that at one point, Beyonce was Beyonce's for her city. She's down for Houston. I mean, because she's done a lot of stuff for Houston. So she's down for her city. And I think that she's more down for us than he is. You know. But yeah, no, he's about himself. You know. Anybody who follows the writings of, what's that dude's name? Alistair. I want to say his last name is Crowder. Yeah. It's for themselves. Yeah. To thy own self be true. He's about himself. I mean, because it's like this. He was about that paper when he was on the streets, and he took that same mentality and has just cleaned that mentality up and taken it, you know, in there with these white folk. But what he's finding out is that's exactly how they operate. They operate with that street type of mentality. So he's in his world because they about that paper. They about that paper. That's all they care about is that paper. Hey, fishing boys. How are you? We're just sitting here talking about football, really. We were talking about some other things, but I started getting trolled, so I had to switch the conversation. So we're talking about football now. And just about who we think is going to make it to the Super Bowl and who we think has a chance of beating the Patriots so that the Patriots don't make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I like the 49ers too. You know, on the NFC side, I'm just trying to think who do we have that can beat can knock Tom Brady out of, get rid of him so he wants to retire, make him go away. Shoot. I'm like, what team can do that? And please don't say them daggone Cowboys, because I don't want to hear that. Well, I certainly hope so, because I'd rather see anybody but the daggone Dallas Cowboys on the NFC side, personally. And my team is still rebuilding. You know, help. They just fired the coach and got another coach. So clearly, they're not trying to go to the playoffs or anything else this year. But the rest of the NFL, you know, might be on that road. Now, Philadelphia's been playing okay. Chicago's been playing okay. Man, Chicago hasn't been to the Super Bowl since they did the Super Bowl Shuffle, have they? Isn't that's the last time Chicago went to the Super Bowl, isn't it? When they did the Super Bowl Shuffle? That probably is the last time they went to the Super Bowl. Well, that's sad. That's like when the refrigerator was on the team. And what's his name? Peyton. Hey, you still here, Latu? We're talking American football. Chicago hasn't been to a Super Bowl since the 80s, huh? Wow. Wow, that's a long time for them. Dang. I just thought about that. But they haven't had a team that was good enough to get to the Super Bowl. They've had teams that were good enough to get to the playoffs, but not to the Super Bowl. I hope they get to the playoffs this year. Then they might have a chance. But the next couple of weeks is going to really tell. Because if some of these teams can just stay injury-free for the next couple of weeks, they have a good shot. You know what I mean? But that's the thing about football. That's the thing about football. You know, I remember when my nephew was playing. It's like his brothers, his twin brothers that were younger than him were really, really good, and they could have gone in the NFL. But they decided not to go in the combines. They just got their degrees. Matter of fact, I think one of them redshirted his freshman year and stayed an extra year and got his master's. Now they both live up in the Seattle area, and one of them is like, I think, in computer science or something. But clearly, when you see these two dudes, clearly, you know, they should be playing in the NFL. But they chose not to because of their brother, who was a first-round draft pick. And they saw firsthand what the NFL did to him. You know, he was a first-round draft pick, had all that money and everything, and then he died before he was 40. So now the money, his children get that money. He's not even here to enjoy it. You know, his retirement. Oh, the Bears went in 2010. Who won the game? Was it the Colts? Yeah, it was the Colts. Because the Bears haven't won a Super Bowl since the 80s. They went to the Super Bowl, but they haven't won since the 80s. Yeah, Latu is my friend in SA, Terry. He's over in South Africa. So it's morning for him, and he's being so sweet to come into my live stream. Before he goes to work. Hey, Miss Bunny. I miss you, girl. But I know you doing what you got to do. But I miss you doing your lives. I miss you doing your lives because there's much foolishness going on right now. Let me respond in the chat. Give me a second, guys. I can't talk and type at the same time. I had to put a message in the chat Tilla too so he could see it. Oh, it's 2007. Okay, yeah. How you doing, Miss Bunny? How's that beautiful angel of yours? I hope she's doing well. I hope she's doing well. He didn't know I was seeing his text. I didn't realize that he couldn't hear me. He has it turned down. He's just letting it play. So he's giving me watch time. That is so cool. I love friends like that. And you've done that too, DLD. That just turned on my live stream and gave me the watch time. They helped me get to that 4,000 hours. I'm working on it though. It's coming. Really? I know he said something about about going around eating. If he could eat all the oysters, man. But I love that song that they did. Jim McMahon and Fred and Walter Pavement. They did the Super Bowl Shuffle, and it's out. If you look for it, it's out on YouTube. And it looks so dated now, because it was so long ago, and it looks so corny now. But back then, it just was so arrogant for them to do that song and then go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. Ha ha ha. Yep. I like Fred Perry. He always seemed to be a very personable guy. He always seemed to be very, very personable. Yeah, I like him. But I forgot I was talking about the fraternities and sororities earlier. Yeah, apparently, I think it was I want to say it was San Diego State, where a young man died. And I don't know if it was one of the black fraternities or not. But a young man died. And I think they said he died yesterday. And it was related to hazing activities. And I don't get that. And I did pledge a sorority in college. And at the time that I pledged, that's when hazing was rampant. Because I pledged back in the 80s. But didn't nobody haze me. Let me just say that. They might have tried some mental hazing, But did nobody put their hands on me? Because I wouldn't have gone for that. Somebody would have been behind whipped. And I told them that after I finished pledging, that if they had to put their hands on me, that's where it would have gone. But it's just sad to me because these kids want to fit in so much into these organizations that they will just do anything, including putting their own life at risk. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know, because they want to be legitimately in the fraternities, you know. And it's primarily the fraternities that do a lot of the hazing and stuff, but the sororities do it too. And even though they have, you know, nobody's supposed to be doing any type of hazing in a white or black Greek letter organization, who believes it's not happening? Clearly it's happening because kids are still dying when they're supposed to be going to college to learn. And the Greek letter organizations, the white ones are strictly social, and the black ones are supposed to be about networking and everything, and really supposed to be about after college. But people are still dying to get some letters on their chest so that they can have that college experience. You know, that's still crazy to me, because I remember a few years ago where some girls died from drinking too much water. And that was at Cal State Los Angeles, here in the LA area. And in that situation, it was one of the black Greek letter organizations that was involved in it. Not mine, but it was one of them. Because every time I hear about this stuff, the first thing I say, please, please, please don't let it be the one I'm in. Please don't let it be the one that I'm in. I do. I always pray it's not, you know, not the organization that I'm in. But regardless of whether it's the one that I'm in or the one that somebody else is in or whatever, it makes them all look bad. And it makes the experience, you know, the representation of the organization a bad thing. I mean, people already consider fraternities and sororities kind of like elitist kind of things, you know, but we got people dying to get in. Really? Still? After all the lawsuits? And I don't know about the white Greek letter organizations, but the black ones don't have that kind of money. Because if they get sued, the membership is you know, the alumni members are the ones who end up having to pay for it. And they ain't going for it. I'm not going for it. So I'm going to get some more information about that and find out exactly which organization it is. And I'll give more commentary about that on tomorrow. Because I just got the information right before I came on live. So I don't have the full information yet. But I will bring the rest of that information to you guys on tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do my video about autism meltdowns and the dark side of autism, because my son will be at work, and I'll have some time probably to do it during the day when he's at work, so that I can get that video uploaded, because I'm like behind on my vlogs. Yeah, he seemed like he was cool, Terry. He just seemed like a cool type of guy. But yeah, I'm gonna get that information. You know, I hope it was not a Black Greek letter organization. I know it was a fraternity, and they kicked everybody off the campus. They all got suspended. You know, they just suspended every Greek letter organization on the campus, so none of them can do anything because of this. And I mean, this is just fall semester. We ain't even made it to the holidays, and somebody has already lost their life. So I'll get more information on that, and I'll bring that to you guys on tomorrow when I come on. And hopefully the information will be out by then in regards to that. So I'll let you guys, I'll when I post on YouTube tomorrow before I come on, I'll post in there if I'm, you know, gonna finish up the story or not. But it looks like we've been on in this, it looks like we're almost midnight. So I'm and I have made it past the 2-hour mark. And since we got trolls tonight, I'm so sick of trolls. I'm like, you know, I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. But I probably won't be talking about Trump tomorrow because I'm gonna save that for Wednesday. After the first day of the hearings. I'm sure I can find many other things to talk about besides him. So little trolls with their little fake accounts can stay out of my chat for at least a day. Thank you, Miss Bunny. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But I'm going to get ready to shut it down, guys, because it is almost midnight here in the West. And I do have to get up and be at work in the morning. But I will be back on tomorrow night as usual. And I have some stuff that I'm researching other than the stuff about these little Greeks, because I'm still doing that research about schools not being able to have any physical contact with students. So I'm still doing some research on that and trying to see what the policies are in other countries in regards to that ridiculous rule that we have here in the United States. So I probably will have some more information on that tomorrow as well. So, but until then, guys, making sure I didn't miss anybody. Until then, as always, guys, peace from the West Side. Bye, guys.